My name is Elise Dewsbury, and I'm the Artistic Director at New Musicals, Inc. And I'm here to talk about feedback. Who needs it? Well, to be honest, everyone can benefit from good feedback. It doesn't matter whether you're at the very beginnings of an idea for a new musical, or you're working on your outline, or you've completed a first draft, or you've had some readings or workshops, maybe you've even had a full production. But you can still benefit from some good, solid feedback to help you make your musical stronger, more dramatic, more compelling. So the question then is, where do you go to get that feedback? And should it be New Musicals, Inc.? Well, let me tell you up front that if you believe that your musical is finished and ready to go and you are looking for a production, then New Musicals, Inc. is not the place to submit. We are a developmental organization, and although we have produced a handful of world premiere musicals over the last few years, it takes a lot of resources and we aren't able to do it on a regular basis. So if you're looking for production, this isn't the place. If, on the other hand, you're looking for some good, solid, critical, detailed feedback to help make your musical stronger and more compelling, then this could be the place. So let me talk about that for a little bit to help you make a decision. So you would primarily be getting your feedback from me. So let me talk about my background for a moment. I started out my career as an actress and a singer, and then I moved into directing. And I was involved in the world premieres of several new musicals. And the artistic director at the theater where I was working noticed that during rehearsals, I seemed to have a very strong analytical mind and a big mouth. And he thought that that might lend itself towards dramaturgy, towards helping writers realize their shows. And so he helped me get a grant from the Canadian government, and I was able to do a dramaturgical residency, an apprenticeship, at the Canadian Stage Company in Toronto, which is their major regional theater. And I had a fabulous time there as their dramaturgical associate for an apprenticeship, and then they hired me full-time. After that, I went on to be a resident dramaturg at several different companies, and I also founded my own company in Toronto called Script Lab that was a home for developing screenplays, plays, and musicals. Then when I moved to Los Angeles, I was lucky enough to find what was then called the Academy for New Musical Theater, and I joined them as Associate Artistic Director, and then later as Co-Artistic Director, and more recently as Artistic Director of what is now known as New Musicals, Inc. Now, if you want some feedback on my feedback, you can take a look on this page where you will see a lot of testimonials from writers that I've worked with over the years. And there's a handful of Tony Award-winning writers in there. There are writers that have had their work produced at regional theaters and local theaters. And there are lots of writers who have not yet had the opportunity to get their work produced, but have benefited from the feedback that I've given them. So you can read what they've had to say about my feedback. I've also created some video clips, you'll see also on this page. When I give feedback for the detailed analysis level, I turn a camera on myself and talk into it as I'm doing now. And I was able to take some snippets of actual feedback that I've given to people over the years and create a few little short excerpts that will give you an idea of my style of dramaturgy in real time. So you can check out those on this page. There's also an excerpt from a lecture that I've given as part of my online outlining lab that has a lecture that goes with each unit. And so that'll give you an idea of my lecture style. And then I want to talk just a little bit about what I feel my job is as a dramaturge. I don't think that it's my place to tell you how to write your show or what you should be writing. What I think is my job is to get inside your head and figure out what is it that you're really trying to say? What are the themes that are interesting to you? What do you want your audience to walk away with? Now, you may already know that, or you may not. But you may know it, but it may not be as clear on the page as it could be. But once I've figured out what it really is, then I figure it's my job to help you figure out how to be more clear in the way you're putting it across. Can I give you some ideas about where you might be tripping yourself up or where you could make a stronger choice in order to make the idea that you're trying to write come across in a stronger way? So that's what I feel is my job as a dramaturg. So if after listening to what I've had to say and checking out the excerpts and the testimonials you think that you would like to submit your work to New Musicals, Inc. for my dramaturgy, then you're going to be faced with a admittedly dizzying array of choices of what level to submit your work at. So you'll notice that I've created another video on this page that talks about all of those different options in a bit more detail. So you can check that out if you're trying to figure out what level to submit at. So I do hope that at some point you might submit your new musical to me, and I would very much look forward to the opportunity to read your work and listen to your songs and hopefully help you in the development and the future of your new musical. Thanks. Bye-bye.